What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kev coming to you with another video. Today I'm gonna start something different. I'm gonna have a certain I want to have a certain question of the day for, let's say, each league. I should say, like NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, and on down to college as well, like college football, college basketball. I mean, obviously, it's going to be more. At this time, it's going to be more NFL because they're just starting training camp, and then baseball as well, and for some more NBA news, like off-season moves or whatever. College, oh, college, yeah. It might be. I probably won't do a lot of college like in their off seasons. Like I said, unless they sign like a big recruit or something. But definitely in season, I'll do probably more college football questions and all that. But this gonna be my first question of the day, and it probably won't be my last of today. But it'll be my question of the day for one league specifically. And gonna start off with the NFL. Now, usually I'll probably as far as the NFL or Major League Baseball, I'll probably stay home with my Chiefs and Royals. And this gonna be this NFL question is about the Chiefs, and and then I'll answer. I'll give you my answer on the question, and then hopefully whoever watches, you guys can give your opinion, especially if you're a fan of the Chiefs or if you're a fan of football. Even if you're not a fan, if you're a Raiders fan, you're a Broncos fan, Charger fan. I hate all y'all, but hey, I mean, just give me an opinion as long as you keep it classy. That's all that really matters. So let's get to it. My NFL question of the day is, like I said, it's regarding my Chiefs. Obviously, the big storyline coming out of Kansas City was the 72-hour Twitter explosion, Twitter rant, whatever you want to call it, by Chiefs outside linebacker Tamba Hali. Hali's been with the team since, 2005. He was like right at the end of the he came like right at the end of the early 2000s where we had the best offense in the NFL with Trent Green as a quarterback, Priest Holmes as a running back, the best offensive line in football, Rolfe, Waters, Wigman, Shields, Tate, Wellborn, whoever you put at right tackle, it really didn't matter. With those other guys, that Chiefs still had one of the better offensive line, probably the best offensive line at that time in the early 2000s. But the defense wasn't really that good. And was it Herm Edwards, I believe? Herm Edwards took over in like 06, 05, 06, and he brought in the guys. He brought in the likes of Derek Johnson, Tom Ali, Eric Berry, the guys that lead the defense, that lead the Chiefs defense now. That have been here all these years. And he doesn't feel wanted in Kansas City. If you read his tweets, he's talking about how he's getting less and less playing time and all that. So my question is, is Tamba Hali like he? My question is his question. Is Tamba Hali needed here in Kansas City? Man, it's a hard question, to be honest with my answer. It's a hard. My answer is it's hard. I mean, it's hard to say whether we need him or not. I mean, because at times Dee Ford looks really good, but then there's times where you're like, what the hell is he doing? So I can't say 50-50, but I do believe that Holly is needed here in Kansas City for the Chiefs. Like I said, because Dee Ford hasn't been able to put together a full season yet. I mean, there's always those games where he's non-existent, you know, and then there's those games where he's a game changer. You have Justin Houston on the other side. Houston was injured coming into last year. Dee Ford, he came on strong in the absence of Houston. Holly was on the other side. Holly's sack numbers, they have gone down throughout the years, but I think he still has a big presence. I say he still has a big presence when it comes to getting to the quarterback. I mean, hell, when his first few years in Kansas City, he was so damn good that every time he didn't get to the quarterback, I thought he was getting held. That's how good he was. Used to be left tackles used to drag him down to the ground every time when he's coming off that right side. Off the left side of the offense. I mean, that's why the left tackles get paid the big bucks to try and protect the quarterback. Protect his blind side. Obviously, because there's a lot more right-handed quarterbacks in the NFL. But I do believe Holly is needed here in Kansas City. I mean, he specifically went on and ran about the games against the Steelers last year. The blowout on Monday Night Football was at Week 4, and then obviously the 2017 divisional playoff game where the Steelers squeaked by 2. I believe that's more. I mean, you talk about how the Steelers games where he played 15 in the Monday night game and he played 7 in the playoff game, and then he talked about how he played 58 snaps in the season opener against the Chargers where we had a big comeback victory. I mean, I just look at that as the game plan. I mean, San Diego's known more for passing the ball. Philip Rivers just shot putting it all over the yard. They don't. I mean, Gordon. I think Gordon had a good year. I mean, he was coming off of a Pro Bowl appearance last year. But still, the Chargers are looked at as more of a passing team. So that's why, Holly was out there for 58 snaps because, Rivers is a gunslinger. I mean, not saying Ben Roethlisberger is not. He can get a ball in there too, and they're explosive with Antonio Brown, arguably the best receiver in the game right now. You also got Julio Jones and Odell Beckham Jr., but Brown's up there in the top 3. I'll tell you that much. Wherever you want to rank him, he's one of the top guys in the NFL. But they still have Le'Veon Bell, and I don't know whether Tom Ali struggles in the run game or not. I think he's done pretty okay throughout his career, but they just have guys. Steelers are more of a running team. Running down your throat and then pass when they need to. I mean, well, they've been more pro style. They've been more balanced the last few years since they've been more balanced. Well, actually they were more run. They were more run first when Roethlisberger first started, like when Tommy Max got injured, and they still had the bus, and then they had Willie Parker as well. But I think Bell has started to have injury problems, and then like a few years ago, and then that's when Roethlisberger started chugging in, and that's when Antonio Brown started to get all the yards and all that. So, but yeah, Pittsburgh is more of a balanced team. So they can hurt you with the pass or the run. So it might not be. It may not be right. I mean, I'm talking about how he feels that he can play, but I think it was just strategy. I think it was a strategy and game plan. You don't need 3 rushers on the field, You know, you don't need three rushers on the field when you got a guy Le'Veon Bell who's getting the ball and he's freaking literally dancing in the backfield looking for the open hole. I mean, Le'Veon Bell might have ruined the running back position forever at all levels because now all these young guys gonna be looking at Le'Veon Bell dancing at the line of scrimmage, literally doing the cha-cha slide, trying to find the right hole to go through. But I mean, he does it well. He does it well, man. One of the top running backs in the game. Like I said, the Chargers are more of a passing team, so that's why he played 58 snaps. Like I said again, Houston was out that game as well, so that had nothing to do with it. But yeah, I do feel that he's needed. I mean, but it just depends on the game plan. I mean, I really hate that he went to social media to bring this out, but I guess that's probably the only way that he feels that he can get people's attention. I guess particularly the front office, or Coach Andy Reid. I guess he feels that's the only way that he can get people's attention. But then he had the other stuff, calling out local reporters and talking about Joe Paterno and all that. When people still still not too fond of Coach Paterno, even in his death, about the way he handled the Jerry Sandusky case and all through those years and all that. But I do feel that Tom Ali is needed here in Kansas City. Like I said, D Ford still really hasn't put together a complete season, and you never know if he really will. Plus, Tom Ali's in his mid-30s. I mean, it's inevitable to happen. Teams always go with the younger guys. They may not be that good, but their ceiling is so high. The D4 ceiling is so high. Like I say, you see in the games where he's just been a game wrecker for an offense, and then you see games where he's nowhere to be found. He's not making any plays. So, I mean, Chiefs are just banking on his ceiling more than they're banking on a 33, 34-year-old Tom Ali right now. 35, whatever age he is. But, I think he's in his mid-30s. But, yeah. I mean, I understand that, that Ali talks about how, he hasn't missed a workout with the Chiefs in his 11-year career. But like I said, it's not about that. It's about, getting younger and getting faster, Ali ain't as fast as he was 5 years ago. Like I said, I was listening to the 610 Sports Radio. That's what they were talking about. He don't move like that anymore. He can still get around to the quarterback, but he not as fast as he was, back, in the losing years of Kansas City, where the defense was great, but the offense couldn't put up anything, kind of like these Chiefs are now. They just put up a little bit more points. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, that's my question today. Is Tamba Ali needed in Kansas City? I think he is, but for all of you that watches this video, let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching, and I wish y'all nothing but positive vibes only. See y'all next video.